these days we'll give back the time we borrowed. One of these nights I won't worry about tomorrow. And one of these moments will stick in my mind.
Oh, what a difference it is today. Yesterday it was raining that hard and that heavy that 5 minutes out here would make you soaking wet. I can't believe the difference from yesterday to today, how quick from a downpour to not a cloud in the sky. So I'm taking advantage of it. We'll come up here with Lee, not Lee Roscoe, but Lee Chillpil, and we're going looking for an area. A bit back I got some photos sent to me from a derelict cottage up here, or a derelict farm, and within the stones that are still standing around this farm, there's been some sigils that have been sort of carved into the rock. So I'm going up looking at these. It looks as though we've had people practicing witchcraft up here and they've left this area. So what I want to do is have a look at the sigils, see what position they're in, to give me an indication of what they could have been used for and what they could have been used for lately as well. For these to still be up here now and they've been carved in rather than a group of people practicing witchcraft, rather than that group coming up here and just putting it on with chalk, for them to like carve it into the rock, they must be still using it. So I'm coming up to see whether, you know, there's any evidence of it still being used around here. Now where it is, this is a path that takes you up to Great Hill from the side where the Dogman Woods are, which are running just below here, running parallel with this path I'm on, because it's easy to come this way and go down to this building or derelict building and have a look that way. But I thought this weekend I wouldn't have been getting out because it's been really bad with the rain, and this path at the moment, it's like a little river running down after all the heavy rain we've had. That was a bit difficult to get across then, because there's not really a path here. There's a bit of a trail, and that's what we're following, but I can see the building from here. But I'm glad I put my waterproof boots on, because it's very wet up here today. Even though it's nice and warm, it's a very wet day up here. The paths are all full of water, apart from this one we're on, which is quite dry, and you'd expect it to be more wet in the middle of nowhere here. Now yeah, the buildings, if we can walk up to it somehow. So there is a little path, so it's a well used little path here. Whether it be deer, but there are sheep around here as well, so it could be sheep using these paths. But it seems to be heading, this path, straight to this building. So whoever is doing witchcraft up here they're coming to this area and walking on this path that we're walking on. In summer, yeah, but in winter, I don't know. I don't know whether it's accessible in winter. It's been, you know, we've had a nice dry summer. It was just yesterday and the day before, which were so wet. But yeah, this is a building here. So hopefully these sigils and markings will be on here. From the pictures that were sent to me, there's post. They're not the foundational post. They're on there somewhere, but there were one in middle here. Yeah. Let's have a look round. We'll see them. Yeah. Because they're really recognisable when you see them. Yeah. Well, we're at the place and we've had a look round and I've not seen the sigils, and some of the stones that were standing from the photos that I received have looked as though they've been knocked over, and they're quite heavy stones, so I can't lift them. Even two of us can't lift them, because there's like what would have been 3 rooms, and in the middle one it's all piled up with rocks, and there's a stone in the middle that's been pushed over to the point where I can't see underneath it and see whether these sigils are there. But we're gonna head back because Lee has brought his cameras with him today, his trail cameras. So we're going to head back to the car, get the trail cameras, come back out into the woods further down, the Dogman Woods, and put some of his cameras in there, because I thought it was going to take us longer than what it has taken to get to this point today, and it's not. It's not taking that long at all. I'll just try and get over this wall here in front to get back to the path what we came on. That's it. Now we need to find that path. We've lost the path. Where was it?
Oh, I'm thinking that now. It's somewhere around here. I think it was stick near the wall here.
Where did we? Was it not there? I'm sure it was here.
Oh yeah, it was
along there.
Down. It was further down, yeah.
Yeah.
It was not quite as far as the wall, but not quite as far as this wall.
I think this will probably take us to it. We'll find it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
And one of these afternoons, I swear, we'll get up and we'll leave this time. We never make it very far. I like you riding in my car with your banjo on your knee. I like you singing my songs back to me. I'm trying to stay between the lines that you read on my palm.
Yeah, Lee's got his cameras now. We're looking for a tree, a decent tree. It can look down into this little area of trees. What we're in here, we've got the moors stretching out that way. We've got Dogman Woods in that area there. We've got on this side going up into the moors there, and the same again on that side. It's just all moors. There's about 20 trees in this little area here, and Lee wants to put his camera somewhere facing into these trees. For the reasoning behind it is, when there was a sighting here of a dogman, and it was seen Let's come out into the trees, out of the trees. The night it was seen, it was silhouetted down here. It was a clear night, full moon, and this field was lit up, and it was seen down at the bottom where the wall is here, and it was seen running across this area and getting to about this bit when the witness who saw it up at the top noticed it running towards her. She started running down a path over there, and when she got so far down this path, it was there at the side of the path growling at her. Now this is the field it ran over, so our reasoning for having a camera in this area is it could be watching this little bit of wood here. Like I said, there's not many trees, about 20-25 trees in this little area, and it's going to be looking into this area and be watching what goes on here. Yeah, we've got a few sheep in the field, as you can see just here, and not many people, well, no people come over here because there's no paths to it. We've just walked over the field, and it was a very damp in places. We were watching our footing, making sure we weren't going deep into the into any mud. But I don't know if you can see up at the top there are people walking along. Not sure if you can see them, but that's where the path was, where she was when she saw this dogman creature running from down there up towards her before growling at her. Now the path up there is quite bad at the moment with all the rain. It's like a little river, and on that night she had this experience. She had flip-flops on, so you can imagine what it did to her feet from that, running from that area where you can see them people there walking along and running down to her car. So he's putting it to a tree that is facing out into the area, and I can see it's just about fitting on to that area, fitting around that tree, should I say. So we'll put that camera there, and then we're going to go inside the woods and put a camera in the woods again. And this is an area where we're constantly putting cameras in, taking them home, having a look, bringing them back out, recharging, bringing them back out, and then putting them back out here. Putting them around different areas, because we do get a lot of wildlife as well being seen in there. A lot of deer and foxes mostly. Well, as you can see now, I'll take my coat off because it's got really warm. It's lovely. I can't believe how nice it is. Something caught my eye over there then. I was just having a quick look. But yeah, this area, nobody comes here. There's no sign of any footfall. Only ours now. But there are lots of deer droppings on the floor. So we might capture a few deer shots. We've come to another area where we think there's not going to be many or any people walking around, but there are lots of animal trails in this particular area that we're studying right now. Lee's putting his camera up facing around here. He's just breaking a few branches so we don't get the wind blowing and it's setting off every 5 minutes.
Left the cam in the car.
Right.
That's really busy on. Oh no.
Oh, we would do, but he's left the camera in the car, so we're going to have to go back.
Oh no.
Oh well. I mean, if you want to, it's only there, so we can just go back to the car and then bring it back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a man on fire, and I'm trying to stay calm.
So we've come to this little area here, where Lee's found a good area to put his camera. There are a lot of trails going around this point where we are. A lot of footfall from animals. Not sure what sort of animals. So we at least capture something there. So on top of this ridge where we stood at the bottom, there are lots of cow and sheep in the fields around this area. And there's a lot of trails within this area that are going left, right, up and down, and there's no footfall, human footfall that is, around here. So we're hoping we get some here. And there's a lot of puffball, the puffball mushrooms around this area. So I'm watching where I'm standing because I don't want to stand on them. Let them grow naturally, I think. Yeah, there's quite a few around my feet. I'm just being careful where I'm walking. In fact, today it's been abundance with mushrooms everywhere where we've been walking. We've got all sorts of mushrooms up on the moors at the moment. This must be just perfect weather for them. Oh. In fact, some of them, like this one here, have been pulled out of the ground. You can see that. We're already out. It actually looks like a potato, but it's a puffball mushroom. I'm just going to lay it back down there, put it in some bit of soil what it is exposed. I think, yeah, this is a good idea, good place to put it. Yeah, I think that's quite good. There's loads of the puffballs around there. Mm. They look like potatoes, and some of them look like onions.
Yeah.
With roots that have been pulled out.
Yep.
So there we go. We've looked at the ruins. Not really had much success there. So I'll put in some more cameras out in different places. That's been a good thing to do. Get more cameras out there. And now we're gonna head back, I think.
It's funny how life is what you give and what you take. It's funny how waiting around is just another big mistake. It's funny how everything's a circle, coming back again. So we laugh at ourselves when we pass ourselves coming round the bend. We never make it very far. I like you riding in my car with your banjo on.
Thanks for coming along and coming with us today. We're getting back to the car now and heading back off home. So again, we'll see you on the next video, and don't forget to like, subscribe if you already haven't, and I'll see you all on next time. Bye for now.
On fire, and I'm driving around this town.